May the 3rd, 1 o'clock, boys. It's raining cats and dogs here. Windy, too. I've got a theory. A vortex theory. This is all speculation. And we may never know if what I'm going to say is correct or not. So here we go. I believe the previous version to the 9.08 for the VX9 was 2.07, correct? Well, Iffy Signals looked at that version pretty good. He gave it high marks. I don't think he ever said anything was really major wrong with it. Now remember, the VX5 and VX7 hadn't been released. Alright, so Garrett does a video talking about this version 9.08. The first words practically out of their mouth on that video is, oh, we've changed the prefix to a 9 because we have the VX5 and VX7 coming out. So, here's the speculation part. This version 2.07, would it even work with a VX5 or a VX7? Meaning, and I suspect they're using an unlatching system on a VX9 full firmware when you do the upgrade. So your VX5 basically is we'll call it a latched VX9 firmware, and a VX7 is a little more unlatched. That's what I believe happens. But wonder if version 2.07, something was in the firmware where it couldn't be unlatched correctly for the VX5 and VX7 operation, and then upgrade VX5 to VX7, VX7 to VX9. Hence, this is the real reason. I mean, why did Garrett do a version 9.08? The real reason they may have done that version may be solely because 2.07 wouldn't work. So they made an adjustment with version 908 with the number, and they did something inside of it so that it would work with this unlatching for the VX5 and the VX7. So they made a few adjustments for the unlatching part so it would work. They renumbered it, prefixed it with a 9. So then they turned on a VX9 and it turned on. They did the upgrade process to make sure it was kosher, and it worked. And after they did that, they said, we're ready for game day. Hence, they never tested it. And that's why it's in the shape it's in, all 3 models. Speculation. But I suspect that's what happened. They thought they actually had wrote, for all practical purposes, a carbon copy firmware, with few exceptions for the unlatching for the VX5 and 7. Hence, they didn't test any of them, other than maybe they tested the upgrade process and it worked. And we know that works because Calabash has done did it. You see where I'm going with this? Well, what video out there? I never seen anybody do a video running version 2.07 in the ground for anything major or even moderate. So what drove Garrett to do this update other than for the VX5 and VX7? Purely speculation on my part. That's going to conclude the video.